This YCN segment is brought to you by M.J. Harrington and Company, jewelers and designers since 1948.
Welcome back. YCN Sports Talk. Jeremy Stout, Rob Taylor joining me, and we continue with Red Sox talk after starting the regular season in a terrible, terrible slump. It seemed like the entire month of April, as you mentioned earlier. Now May, they've turned the corner. Still some questions, though, and one of those questions we'll get to is the bullpen. We were concerned about the bullpen. Then we weren't concerned because they were pitching really well, and now it looks like maybe it swung the other way with last night or yesterday's game, a little struggle. Brazier, who had been playing really well, he's kind of struggled. So what do we make of this bullpen?
I don't know. Yeah,
haven't figured anything out.
It's kind of a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind of scenario with them lately. A bullpen is so important, and we're going to need to see some consistency from them. You hate to see, who was it? Sale the other day pitched 17 strikeouts, and then they bring on the bullpen, and then it kind of falls to pieces. So you hate to see, quality starts from your starting rotation blown by that, the bullpen giving it up like that. So we'll see. There's still some sort of dust that needs to settle out there in the pen. I think they're still sort of missing that sort of stud closer that they always have had. So we'll see. Certainly a concern of mine. You got to see consistency from your bullpen.
Right, and you mentioned that 17 strikeout game. That was Ryan Brazier. I believe that was a game he walks the two leadoff guys in the 10th or 11th inning, the final inning, and then they come around to score and lose the game. So you're right. You wonder, Craig Kimbrell is still out there. Are they having any, not second thoughts, but is there any chance they just say, hey, for 2/3 of the season, we'll give you $10 million to be our closer?
I think that's actually a strong likelihood in my mind, because I think they are missing that sort of, absolute intimidator type. Papelbon used to be that guy for us. They're kind of missing that guy. The sort of, we start playing the song "Wild Thing," and everybody gets amped up to see him come running out of the pen. They're sort of missing that, and I think that's such an important component to a championship team, especially in that home stretch as we come through summer ball and start getting into autumn ball.
Right.
So I don't know. There's a likelihood that happens. Maybe they pick up somebody on the market. I don't know. We'll see. But there's still some question marks there.
Right.
No
And when you lose, like you said, two dominant pitchers, Craig Kimbrell and then Joe Kelly, somebody's got to step up. And it looked like for the first part of the season, it was going to be maybe a Brazier and Barnes, but Thornburg hasn't done anything. He's been kind of a bust. So that remains to be seen what's going to happen. On the offensive side, two players that are basically on opposite ends of the spectrum. Michael Chavis, the rookie, who's clearly he just comes up and smashes the ball. He hit a ball 500-plus feet the other day, and he hit another home run on Monday. He's got 9 now, I believe. This kid, can he keep it up for 4 months? I keep saying he's going to have a slump. Pitchers are going to find a hole in his swing. Yet to happen. Yeah,
this is absolutely one of the most encouraging things of this season. This kid is lights out, and boy, wouldn't it be awesome to see him just kind of keep playing this way. I mean, he's certainly, I think, in contention for Rookie of the Year. I think he's got the second or third best batting average. He is playing lights out, and the best part about it is hitting for power.
Right.
He's cranking balls left and right. I think maybe they will find. Because there's no scouting on him, really.
Right. That's
what do you look to?
Right.
So they're going to keep looking at the tape and just really sort of micro-analyzing him to try to find out where they can throw the ball that he's not going to hit it.
And it's going to matter how he bounces back when he gets in that slump. But a good thing for right now, let's not, throw cold water on this. He can hit for power. He can hit for average. He can play multiple positions. He batted leadoff the other night. He bats fifth, fourth, whatever. So he's doing a lot for this team. And the other guy on the other end of the spectrum, Jackie Bradley Jr., we talked about it last week, and you made reference to it earlier. Maybe he's finding some life. 3 for 9 in the last 2 games against Toronto. 2 home runs. Hit his first home run of the season on Monday. Followed up last night with another home run. Maybe we're finding signs. He's a streaky hitter.
Absolutely.
He can get hot in a hurry.
Absolutely. You kind of felt when he hit his first dinger that like the whole world had been sort of lifted from his shoulders a little bit. And baseball, it really is a game up here. It really is. More so, I think, than any other sport. It's a game of mental power and just this sort of psychological attitude. I saw a great documentary where they talked to Big Papi.
Yeah.
And he talked about through his career that really it was the attitude and his sort of mental state that he was able to get himself into. And so I'm encouraged by JBJ. I think maybe this little bit of momentum will carry him forward. As we discussed last week, he's so awesome in the
Right.
field that I think Cora was willing to be patient with him.
Yep.
And certainly the signs of life are there with JBJ.
And it's nice to see because we still got a long 4 months, so hopefully he can keep it going through the summer. So a lot of Red Sox to get to through the summer. We'll be back next week with our final show, talk some more Red Sox with Brett Franklin. We'll take a break here, talk some Patriots when we come back. You're watching YCN Sports Talk.